daily dose of practical wit and wisdom with a professional educator and trainer, Amazon best-selling author, United States Marine, television and radio host, Paul G. Markle. Each episode will focus on positive and productive ways to strengthen your mindset and help you improve your relationships, career goals, and overall well-being. Please welcome your host, Paul G. Markle.
All right, folks, welcome to a brand new week of Morning Mindset. I hope you're ready to close your mouth, open your ears, and listen just a little bit louder. Today I'm going to talk about smelling the roses or taking stock of your accomplishments. Now, I know many of you, if you are a literary student and you've read the words taking time to smell the roses, you may have thought, well, that means appreciate the little things in your life. Don't get so busy that you forget to take the time to smell the roses. And that is a good piece of advice. When I say take stock in your accomplishments, I don't mean continuously focus on them. What I mean is take the time to appreciate them and appreciate some of the good things or the successes that you have. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I have been in that position where I was working for other people, whether I was working for other companies and so forth. And how many of you have worked for someone else and you knew when sales were down? You knew when the numbers were down. You knew when things weren't getting produced fast enough. Because why? Well, because you had an all-hands meeting or you had memorandums or what have you. And every time something was going not right or sales were down or the numbers are down. How many times have you heard that? Our numbers are down. We've got a meeting today. We're calling a meeting, all hands. Everyone needs to be there. And the boss, the supervisor, the manager or whatever, and they get up before you and they're like, hey, numbers are down, sales are down, this and this and this and this. Every time something is bad or negative, you know about it, right? They take the time to let you know that we're not shipping enough, we're not making enough, production is behind, or what have you. But how many times do those same people take time to let you know that, you know what, we did meet our goals and we met them ahead of time? Sales are up, the numbers are up, and it's because of what you guys did. It's because of your hard work and accomplishments. Every once in a while, I know that we're all driven, well, some of us are driven, some of us aren't, but you got here and you're like, yes, I want to be more productive. I want to be more positive. I want to drive sales. I want to drive this. I want to grow. I want to move. I want to go. And you're doing that. You're focusing on the mission and you're driving forward. But every once in a while, you need to let other people know, especially if you're working with other people. Very few people work on their own completely, right? You've got a support network. You should have a support network. Sometimes you need to step back for a second and let the other people in your support network know that, hey, you are doing a good job. Hey, I do appreciate what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be a party every time. You may work for a really good company that does things like they have picnics or parties or they have celebrations. When you meet the numbers, when you meet your goals, if you exceed your goals, they give you a bonus. Or you have a get-together or a party or whatever, and they let you know. And that's fantastic. Sadly, I think a lot of people work for businesses that don't do that. The only time that you hear anything from the boss is when things are bad. The only time that you ever hear from your supervisor is when you screwed up. That's not how you want to work. And I don't want you to have to do that either. Even if you are an independent contractor, I bet you there are people in your lives that help you, that assist you. And when you have a success, when you have an accomplishment, take a moment and acknowledge it. Take a moment to appreciate the good things and let other people in your life know that as well. Now, we've been doing this now going according to, my calendar here. This is episode number 46 of the Morning Mindset. And I've got a little bit of a confession to make to you guys. I not only enjoy doing this, it's something that I like to do. It gives me an outlet, shall we say. But I started doing the morning mindset and the focus on the morning mindset more as a tool for myself. Because I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to get better all the time. And so what I started doing, many of the topics that we've discussed up to this point, I have just written those down or taken note of those just for me to help myself. And I thought, well, this podcast, this daily podcast may be a way for me to not only affirm that to myself, but to share it with you. And I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to take a poll. Now, you guys know, obviously, we have a Facebook group and so forth. And if you would like to see the morning mindset in a book form, for instance, if I were to create a book, a written piece of work as a training or study guide to help you be more productive and to lead a more positive life, would that be something that you would be interested in? And if it would be something that you would be interested in, go to the Morning Mindset Podcast Facebook page, and there's a link here. My producer makes sure that there's links in there. Or you could just leave a message for this episode. And you're like, but Paul, I'm listening to it on iTunes. I understand that, but you can tap the description of today's episode, and it'll take you to morningmindsetpodcast.com. Yes, I know, it's crazy, right? And if you've never been to morningmindsetpodcast.com, maybe you might want to take time to go there today. But this is episode number 46, Smell the Roses, Take Stock of Your Accomplishments. And what I'm going to ask you is if you would be interested in a training or a study guide, a morning mindset study guide, let me know. Leave a comment. All right? Short and sweet today, but not only do I want you to occasionally take stock of your own accomplishments, I want you to let others know if others have helped you achieve, if others have done a good job. Help them smell the roses. Tell them, hey, you did a good job. I appreciate it. Don't always be the guy that's only there when things go wrong. All right, I am Paul Markle, and I'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you for spending time with us today. To get show notes, submit a topic request, and for more from your host, Paul G. Markle, visit morningmindsetpodcast.com. That's morningmindsetpodcast.com. Please leave a review for this podcast on your favorite podcast player. We appreciate your time and effort, and we look forward to reading your honest feedback.